How should I tell someone that they're being weird? So, relationship advice. Do you move on from somebody that you really like? So, do you ever chase someone who's confused about you? Okay. How do I handle a full-time job with my college classes? How do you know if a guy is actually serious about you? Self-love and motivation. How do you stop comparing yourself to other girls? Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to a new YouTube video. Today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be doing a Q&A, a little podcast kind of vibe. You guys seem to like my last video of me doing like a yap session, so it's kind of going to be like a continuation to that. If you guys want to see a part 2 of this, let me know. I did ask you guys some questions on my Instagram. Got about like 5 responses, so we're going to answer those. I also asked Google a couple questions to answer if you guys need advice or if you guys just any relationship or self-motivation advice. I got you guys. So let's get on into this video. Okay guys, so also I just got home from the gym like an hour ago. I ate and right now I'm eating some mango. First question I got was, how should I tell someone that they're being weird? This is a little tricky because it really depends on if that person is your friend. Because if it's your friend, like if they're being weird in the sense like not acting the same or they're being mean to you or like whatever the case may be and you want to distance yourself from them, honestly, I wouldn't say anything to them. I wouldn't be like, you're being weird, like da da da, you know? I would just honestly protect my own peace and just distance myself from them. But if you are really close to that person and you want to tell them like, hey, like you've been acting off, you've been acting different, maybe start off with like telling them how you feel and telling them how their actions is making you feel. Because at the end of the day, like if you want to keep this person around, if you want to keep them as your friend, like they should understand at the end of the day that you are feeling a type of way and their actions are making you feel some type of way and they're being weird, and just see where that goes. To be honest, like it's tricky when it comes down to things like this, because me personally, when I have like a friend that's just being weird or I'm not vibing with as much anymore, I just personally, for my own sanity and peace, I just like to distance myself from that person, regardless of what the circumstance may be. I never like drama in my life, or I never like things that disturb my peace to be kept in my life, so I probably will do everything in my power to just leave and just don't really say anything. Like, but if that person is like really close to you, to be honest, I would honestly have a conversation with them, because let's say that person has stuck with you from like thick and thin, you guys have been like this since day one, it will be a little like person will be left with a lot of questions if you just leave and just don't talk to them. So maybe just gradually like tell them like, hey, this is how you're making me feel, and if they don't understand that, babe, you got your answer. Like, see ya, see ya. So that is how I would answer that question. That is a little tricky because I don't really know the context of like what's making them be weird. Like if it's anything that I said, then yeah, that would probably be my advice. But if not, then girl, text me and then we can figure it out together. Okay, love you. Love you. Okay, next question. One of my friends asked me, how different was my expectation of college to now? Oh girl, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my expectation was pretty much the same. Like, went to community college. I actually just finished my first year, you guys. Don't play with her. That's crazy, you guys. Like, I can't believe like I finished a year already. Like, oh my goodness. Anyways, honestly, my expectation wasn't that different. It's obviously not the same as high school, because girl, high school you literally have like classes back to back, 7 periods back to back. Here, maximum 4 classes, and they're spread out throughout the week, so you only have like 2 classes a week, 2 of the same classes a week. See, it's a very different like transition from high school to college, because college is like, not that you can do whatever you want, but like teachers don't really care as much. Like they don't really tell you like, oh, you have to be in class, you have to be on time. You could go late to your class or you could leave early out of your class, because at the end of the day, the teacher's still getting paid regardless if you show up or not. You're paying for the class. It really benefits you more if you go. And then like whereas high school, like it's free, it's public, like you're not paying anything really, so you're just there to be there, but they're more strict on you going, which is like so great. Like it's weird, you know? But yeah, so my expectation wasn't that crazy. Like I don't know, like I always thought college was gonna be like it was gonna be, because also like I've always heard like people like saying like if teachers just don't care, so I obviously like thought all teachers are not gonna care, and they don't care. Like from what people have told me before I had gone to college, I feel like it's literally the same thing. And you know, honestly, I've enjoyed my year a lot, because especially this semester I've been really like just focused on myself and like my well-being, and I honestly love it. Like I love that for myself. Okay, and the next question, how do I handle a full-time job with my college classes? Girl, I don't. The thing is, I can spread out my classes any way that I want. So I have class every single day of the week, every single day. The days that I do have a break would be Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But since I work those 3 days, I don't have a break, so it's just like back to back. I honestly would say, well, how I personally handle it is just I like to read my devotional every single day, and I feel like that has honestly helped me a lot, like being more in touch with my faith and kind of trusting God's plan. Because, and honestly, being also more grateful, having a lot of gratitude every single day, because I am in a position where I prayed for. Like, I prayed to have a job. I prayed to be in college and go to school. Like, I prayed for those things. And the fact that I have it now, like, I feel like I sometimes get so overwhelmed that I forget that I am so blessed to even be in this position right now. Like, I am so blessed to even have free time and even have the time to sit down and even film this. Like, I am so blessed, and I feel like that honestly helps me a lot because it kind of helps me balance things out on my plate. If I'm stressed about anything, like let's say I'm stressed about like a school work or school assignment, like I always put in my head, like, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. God is by my side. I will not fail. I will be okay. I always like to think positive when things like that in my life, like if anything, it's I just like to think positively. Honestly, I think that's helped me a lot be a little bit more grounded this semester, just being a lot more chill and relaxed with things that come my way, and I'm just like, okay, okay, God's got me. God's got me. I'm gonna be okay. Knowing that the outcome of whatever's gonna happen in your life is meant to happen regardless of what you do to change it or what you do, what you stress out. Like, don't stress out. You're gonna be okay. The outcome is gonna be how God wants it to be, and He's gonna drag you out of there and pull you out. And that's kind of like how I see it, to be honest. I don't really handle it. I just kind of let God do his work. Like, I just kind of let it be. Like, I don't really, like, yes, honestly, like, I do be getting tired. You mean I'm gonna like try back to the question. So if you mean like how I do it, like, I like to spread out my stuff too. Like, let's say I have an assignment for a class due in like a week. I like to do parts of that assignment throughout that week, not literally the full thing, because if I do the full thing I will get so overwhelmed and so stressed, girl. Like, you have no idea. Like, girl, I can't. Like, I literally have to do it in sections for me to actually finish it. And also, honestly, makes me feel more productive too. So I do that. And then as of for work, like I said, like, I literally work all three, like literally 3 days I don't have school. So that's like the perfect schedule for me, because I'm not worrying about school during those days, or I'm not worrying school days, I'm not worrying about work. But more than anything, I know you probably have like a lot of things on your plate and on your schedule, but I would say please prioritize yourself first and foremost, because if you are getting yourself up every single day, your body's working to get yourself up every single day. I would say prioritize your health first and your mental health before any job or anywhere. Ahí se queda el trabajo, ahí se queda la escuela, pero tú, o sea, tú eres la más importante de ti, o sea, ¿entiendes? Eres la que te está levantando en las mañanas, tú eres la que va a ir a la escuela, tú te tienes que cuidarte a ti misma primero. That is what I'm going to say about that. By the way, this is gonna be like my advice how I handle situations. You guys may handle things differently, or you guys may have different advices, but this is how I personally do it. So if you want to take the advice, I'm really happy, you guys. But if you don't, then that's completely fine. I understand. Next question. How was my first year of college? Whoa, you guys, I honestly feel like I lived 2 years in 1 year. Since I had 2 semesters with completely different classes, it felt like I lived 2 years in one. You know what I mean? So my first semester was honestly like a vibe. Like, I don't regret anything that I did that first semester. It was meant to happen, and things happen, and yeah. Girl, I was so confused for a semester. Like, I was like, what the hell am I doing? I was seriously considering changing my major so many times. But then I was like, no, like, I actually enjoy doing this. So my first semester was very tricky for me porque, o sea, like I said, the transition from high school to college was really, like, different. Like, it was so, so different. And I didn't struggle in my classes, but I was just, like, kind of overwhelmed with, like, the workload that I had. I was like, whoa, like, I was not expecting this. Like, girl, I was not expecting this at all. But then, like, it's understandable, because if you only have that class like twice a week, girl, obviously they're gonna try to give you as much work as they can for you to learn the material. So I was a little overwhelmed my first semester, and then in my second semester I kind of like got the gist of it and kind of got like the hang of like just how college functions, to be honest. Like, it's a lot more easier when you finally understand how things roll and like when to do your assignments and when to like spread them out, when to do them in sections and stuff. Like slay. Like my first year of college, I feel like was honestly a good one. It's crazy. I feel like oh my god, I'm not gonna be a freshman anymore. That's like so crazy to me. I enjoyed it very much. I don't think I have any regrets from this year because everything was meant to happen the way that it was. So I'm not like really regretting anything. But yeah, I enjoyed my first year. That's so freaking crazy that I'm already gonna be a sophomore in college, you guys. Oh my gosh. It feels like literally, I know this is really cliche, but it feels like actually like yesterday I walked into that college campus like not knowing what the fuck I was doing. Like, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That's so crazy. We're gonna have a little mango break because I've been talking a lot and I want to eat. It's like a reward. So those were all the questions that I got asked by my friends. Now let's move on to a little bit of questions you guys may be too scared to ask, or just questions that you guys want to know, juicy questions. I asked my good friend Google to give me a list of questions to answer for you guys. We're gonna go into relationship advice. Mind you, I've never been in a relationship. I know, crazy, crazy. I probably should not be giving relationship advice, but I feel like I've had my fair share of, como se dice, like experiences. So, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of advice that I feel like I'm not saying I know everything in the world, girl. I don't know any relationship. I probably am wrong about most of this stuff, but if it works for me, it may work for you. But if it doesn't, it's not gonna work for everybody. Okay, how do you move on from somebody that you really liked? This is a good question because I feel like a lot of girls get stuck in the same place after they stop talking to a guy, or if they really like that guy and they broke up with that guy, where they kind of just stay stuck in the memories and the nostalgia they had of that man, and how they have so many memories that they built with that person, or just being stuck, just being stuck in that memory. That can honestly easily get confused with missing someone. Like, yes, you can miss the person you were with, you can miss the memories you guys had, but it's so completely different than missing the person that you broke up with, because there is a reason you guys broke up. And that reason doesn't change because you miss them, or that reason doesn't change because you miss the memories you guys had with each other. And there's like a line there that you don't want to cross, because let's say you do talk with that person again, let's say you do reconnect, and things are just gonna fall back to where you guys were when you guys broke up. Like, it's not worth it. And you need to remember, to get over someone, you need to remember that that person is going to stay the same person that you broke up with. Your mind can miss them so much because it was probably a safe space for you. It was probably a nice space for you, but you really need to ask yourself, do you miss that person, or do you miss the comfortability of being with that person? And you just don't want to be uncomfortable with being alone or just not talking with that person. It's a very true thing. I feel like a lot of girls feel that way towards the person that they break up with, or the person that they stop talking to, because they don't really know how to cope with all the emotions they're feeling. They can feel either grief, sadness, hatred towards that person, but at the end of the day, like, you broke up with that person for a reason, and it's okay to miss them. Obviously, it's okay to miss the person, because if you love that person, you're obviously going to have a special connection with that person and feel a sort of way with that person. But that doesn't mean to go back running to them. And you need to remember, get over somebody, the reason you broke up with them. If you guys ended up on good terms and you guys decided to stay friends, or whatever the case may be, you guys don't hate each other, something else I could tell you guys is, don't go stalking their page, or don't go like going through their likes or their reposts or whatever. That, like, just don't do it, because if anything, you're gonna be hurting yourself more if you do that. You're gonna be delaying your healing process if you do that. And I know it sounds harsh right now to say this, like, as soon as you break up with someone, block them, because you're just gonna be tempted to go back and just look at their profile, look at their Instagram, whatever. Like, you're gonna be tempted, and it's gonna be better for you to just block that person. Because if you keep seeing them, if you keep seeing like videos or pictures or whatever they post on your Instagram, you're gonna be reminded of them, and then you're just gonna go back to down a rabbit hole, something you don't want to do. So I would also say block that person when you're trying to get over someone. And just remember why you broke up. Like, remember why it didn't work out. Remember how hurt you were when they didn't do something, or how, just remember the reason you guys broke up, because that can be very helpful to your healing process. That would be honestly my advice. Just, I would also say, like, don't distract yourself, but do things, try new things. Try new things that you would have never done. Be someone different. Like, do different things, try different things. Don't be the same person that you were when you were with him. Yeah, just don't be that person. Like, try things out, but do things that are healthy for you. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh yeah, go smoke, go drink. Like, don't do that, baby. Don't do that. I don't promote that. I don't promote that. Thank you. I don't promote that. So just do things that are healthy for you. Maybe start going to the gym, start a new hobby, start doing Pilates, start running, start painting, start doing something that you're like, you would never do with them, or you feel like it helps you kind of relax and de-stress at the end of the day. And also talk with somebody about it. And I know some people may not have that person that they talked with, but girl, talk to ChatGPT about it. Just talk to yourself on your phone. Like, literally take a video of yourself and just talk to yourself about whatever is going on in your life, or just write it down in a journal. Like, it helps a lot to just write stuff down or talk to somebody about it, because if you're holding so much feelings in you, it's at some point, like, baby girl, you're gonna explode, or you're gonna, like, it's gonna be too much for you. And it's nice to just let things out, especially with somebody that you trust. It could be your sister, your mom, your best friend. Like, just let it out, because you don't know, maybe they could help you get through whatever you're going through too. So just don't be afraid to just talk to somebody. Girl, I'd be yapping with my sister, I'd be yapping with my friends, like, about stuff that I've gone through, and they, like, help me a lot. So I would also say that is a really good way to help you get over someone if you are trying to still get over someone. So yeah, that is one relationship advice I could give you guys. Okay, this is another good question. Should you ever chase someone who's confused about you? Okay. No. No, no, no. Especially if it's a man. You should never beg a man or chase a man to do anything for you, because that guy is not that dumb. Like, guys are not that dumb, and I think we think that they are because they're guys. Obviously, like, that's just feminine, like, nature. Like, we know, like, guys are pretty dumb. But I promise you, they're never confused about what they want. If a guy is confused about you, or about, like, wanting to be with you, babe, that is not the love of your life. And I say it again, that is not the love of your life, because God would never make the love of your life a man who's confused about a relationship with you. I repeat, he will never bring a man that brings you confusion, brings you doubt in yourself. He will never do that. Like, no, he wouldn't. Like, that is not the love of your life. I'm telling you this right now. That man, if a man is confused about wanting to be with you, he's then not the love of your life. Sue me if you feel differently, but that is exactly how I feel. Like, a man who is your future husband is not gonna make you feel that kind of way, make you feel like a second option, or make you feel like you're not the one for him. That won't happen. It won't. And I stand on that. Do not beg a man to do anything. Do not wait for a confused man, because the love of your life is probably waiting for you, or the love of your life is probably working on himself to be the best man that he possibly can be for you. So no, do not beg a man to do anything. Thank you. Okay, next question. How do you know if a guy is actually serious about you? Baby girl, I will say this once. Se nota cuando un hombre está interesado en ti. Se le nota así, literalmente así. Because, like I said before, like, a man wouldn't confuse you with how they feel about you. Like, if he leaves you undelivered, if he, like, just stops talking to you out of the blue, he's not the one for you, baby. He ain't the one for you. If a guy is actually serious about you, he will make it known. He will make it known. And you will feel it too. Like, it's not something that, like, you have to question if a guy actually likes you, because he will show it. And I feel like it's very different from actually showing. They show it in different ways, but it's different from showing it to just saying it, you know? And I think you guys have to be very careful when things like this happen, because if a guy is showing you affection, if he's showing you love, and he's doing actions to demonstrate that he actually likes you and he wants to be with you, then he's serious about you. But on the other hand, like, if he's just yapping, saying all this stuff, but not actually showing you that he wants to be with you, that is a man that does not know what he wants, and that is a man you should run far away from, because he's unsure, and you really want an unsure man. You really want a man that don't know what he wants. You really want a man that will lose the baddie that you are because he's dumb and is stupid, and you really want a Superman girl? Don't. No, you don't. Now, moving on to self-love and motivation advice. This first question is honestly a good question, especially for young girls. How do you stop comparing yourself to other girls? I feel like a lot of my answers are going to be very like faith based answers. I honestly would just say like everyone's different. Everyone's different. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. God made you unique in your own way. He made you beautiful in your own way. Like he painted a perfect image and tú saliste. He made you in his perfect image. And I feel like we honestly like to put ourselves down a lot, especially young girls. We like to put ourselves down a lot if we see people on the internet like Madison Beer, I don't know, like Kendall Jenner, like all these really beautiful women. We like to bring ourselves down because we don't look like that. But in all actuality, we were never meant to look like that. Like collectively, us girls, we should be united and we should be like hyping each other up. And honestly, that's like girl code. That's like literally like a girl. That's like, it goes without saying, you know? And I think some people just get really insecure seeing other girls online posting themselves because they don't look like that. But like I said, like God made you in his perfect image and he made you the way that you're supposed to look. And you are beautiful and perfect in his eyes. So who cares about the opinions of other people, and who cares about if other people are like saying that you're not beautiful? Because God, babe, God, the King of Kings, he made you the way that you are because you are in his perfect image. You feel like other people look more beautiful than you. Like you are beautiful in your own way, and that's all I gotta say. Oh, and this is another good question. How do you stop caring about what other people think? To be honest, I just kind of let go. I let go of just people's opinions about me or what people think. I just kind of let it go because they don't know what's going on in your life besides you. Some people may be like just projecting onto you and just saying their opinions they have because they're insecure about whatever. And don't let that affect you. Don't let it affect you. Honestly, what I like to do is like, why am I gonna worry about a world's opinion? Whatever they think about me affect me if world crucified a perfect man. Like I don't care what the world has to say about me. And honestly, if you just let go of that, life gets so much easier because you're not only just living for yourself and doing things that you want to do, you're living for God. Just know that people are insecure about a lot of things, and don't take anything personally if they have opinions about you, about what you're doing, about whatever it is. You may poke the bone in their body. Like, who cares? Like, they're not the ones that are working as hard as you are, the ones that are studying as hard as you are, the ones that are grinding as hard as you are. They're not. So who gives a fuck about their opinions? You live your life. And like I said, like in my video before, like, people are gonna have opinions regardless of what you do. So who cares what they think? Like, just live life for yourself. You only have one life and live it to the fullest. Live it like you're gonna die tomorrow, because that is exactly how you should be living. Live your life. Who cares what people think? They're not important. They're not the ones paying your bills, babe. Next question. What's my advice for girls that feel behind in life? I like this question because I like to think that I tell this to a lot of people that I'm around when they feel like they're not doing enough in their life, or they feel like they're stuck where they see other girls their age doing more things and just doing bigger things than they are. When it's like, babe, you are not behind. You are not behind in anything. You are exactly where you are meant to be right now. You are exactly where God wants you to be right now. Being behind is not possible. Being behind in life is not possible because God wrote a story for every single one of us, completely different and unique to anybody else's story. He wrote your story to be exactly where you need to be at this very moment. So no, you are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And like I said, everyone's story is different. Everyone's story is different. Yours can be on chapter 4, somebody else's can be on chapter 6. It does not have to do with how hard you're working or what you're doing. Like, it is nothing of the sort, babe. You're exactly where you need to be, and you're exactly where God wants you to be. So don't stress about being too behind in life, because that's not a thing. Not a thing, babe. Take that out of your mind, because that is not true. You are exactly where you need to be. in this very moment. Okay guys, so I think I answered a lot of ish questions. If you guys want me to answer more questions regarding any relationship, motivation, girls advice, I will be happy to do so. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, and if you guys want to see more of me, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.